Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. Speaking of friends, I've got a rich one right here. Oh, his name is Trevor Hillstrom. Just had to throw that in, Mr. 100K a couple of weeks ago. Very happy to see him. Last week was a rough one, Trevor. I felt like we had some of the right pieces. I didn't have the Michael Wilson piece, and that was it.
Yeah, I had the Michael Wilson piece, but then I didn't have the other pieces in those lineups. And then in the Josh Allen lineups, I didn't have the Michael Wilson piece, which kind of seems dumb considering how heavy priced he was. And that Michael Wilson seemed like a good fit. But I had too much confidence with Khalil Shakir and had pretty much Shakir running in all my Josh Allen lineups. And that didn't work out too good. He had minus yards. And they scored, what did they score? 40 points, 37 points, something like that?
He did nothing.
You would think that he would be at least have a double-digit points.
Trevor, I'm upset because I don't know if you heard the radio show on Saturday morning. I literally called out Sean Tucker. I said Sean Tucker is good. Was a play. And it seems so easy now looking back on it because we liked Allen. You pair him with Tucker. Now, I would have had Shakir too, so it wouldn't have been a perfect lineup. But Allen and Tucker fed families last week. It shouldn't have been that hard to have because Buffalo cannot stop the run. I like Nick Chubb tomorrow night. I like Woody Marks. I like anybody in Texas who's I like British Brooks. I mean, Buffalo's terrible stopping the run, dude.
Yeah, I like Marks tomorrow night. You text me Tucker too during the week, and I played him in a lineup or two, but it's hard to click that button when I was so locked in on Jaylen Warren. He has 43 yards rushing in the first quarter. They go away from him the whole rest of the first half, and then he gets hurt right away in the second half. It's like, come on, dude. You didn't give Gainwell the ball one time the week before, and then you get him so involved in this game and pretty much took Warren out. It's like, that was frustrating. But, yeah, I don't know what the Texans will do against Buffalo tomorrow night. You want to think they'll run the ball down their throat, but I don't trust the Texans' offensive line. But I have to put my boy Dalton Schultz tomorrow night in the captain mode.
There you go. Get the jersey out, baby.
It'll be out tomorrow.
All right. Let's start getting to it. This weekend, Trevor, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to tell you why. It feels to me very clear. There's clear guys I like, and then there's a bunch of junk, and I'll tell you at all the positions. So the top quarterbacks seem to be very much in play. Drake May, 6,900. Mahomes, 6,800. Lamar, 67, Jalen Hurts against Dallas coming off a Monday night game. Then we drop down to Jared Goff. I don't think I want to go below Jared Goff. I don't know if I have to. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really want to go below Jared Goff either. I think you're going to call me crazy. I'm going to play a million lineup with Shedeur in it just to do it, but I'm not jumping for joy for it. But you could just fit in a lot of pieces with Shedeur. And it's a good matchup. So I might try that once or twice. But no, my core lineups, I'm really looking at Pat Mahomes this week because they really need to win this game. And the Colts, they allowed Atlanta to go up and down the field on them. I expect the Chiefs to really play well this game. I do like Hurts because everybody's kind of poo-pooing the Cowboys or the Eagles offense right now. And, Dallas's run defense has gotten a lot better when they brought in Quinnen Williams and then they got Kenny Clark healthy. So I think they're going to pass the ball a ton in that game. So.
I do too. I feel like I'm going to fade May because you can run all over Cincinnati. But Mahomes, Hurts, and Jared Goff. This could be a Lions onslaught week against the Giants with that back end. Come on, Trevor.
Yeah. Basically, it's going to be pretty much what they did to Washington.
Right.
Pretty close to it. So, but I kind of like Gibbs a lot more in this game. But
I always like Montgomery at home. So what I may do is do Montgomery on FanDuel and Gibbs on DraftKings. I don't know. So you said Shedeur. Can you get behind Jackson Dart if he plays? Can you get behind Brissett? Can you get behind Trevor Lawrence?
You definitely can get behind Brissett. I mean, he's been in the Millie Maker lineups 3 of the last 4 weeks. I know he didn't score the most points last week, but if you look at the Millie Maker winner, he was in there, not Josh Allen, even though Allen had more points. They were just able to, whatever they did in that lineup, they were able to do it because Brissett's still grossly underpriced for what he's doing. And, I don't know if Benson's going to be back, but other than that, they got Bam Knight, DeMarcado, who I liked last week, is not going to play, it doesn't sound like. So they're not going to run the ball over Jaguar. It's going to be throwing the football over and over and over again.
I'm glad Replay Reel mentioned Tyler Shuck. I like him. He was really good against the Rams the last time he played. Atlanta seems to be reeling, and Kirk Cousins is awful, Trevor. I don't hate Tyler Shuck. I hate him the way I hate Shedeur Sanders. They're playable.
Yeah, he's playable. I mean, for a guy that plays a lot of lineups like me, I'll probably have him on a few lineups because I do like a few of his players. Atlanta's defense, they were playing really well at one point, and now it's got awful. I mean, you got Carolina go up and down the field on you nonstop. That's pretty bad.
There was a video I saw today, Trevor, where Rico Dowdle, I don't know if you saw this, it's on Twitter. He goes up to the running back coach, offensive coordinator, and Dave Canales, and he says, I want to run this screen pass. It's going to work. And they decide to do it. And that was the one he almost scored the touchdown on, the one that they had the big play at the end of the game.
Oh, yes.
Rico Dowdle called that play. He saw it. Atlanta was terrible.
Yeah. Dowdle's the man.
Yeah, Dowdle is the man. All right. So Mahomes, do you like Lamar? I like Lamar. I don't know if I love Lamar.
I don't love Lamar in the slate. I'm more on the Henry train. So
I'm on the Henry train too. And by the way, sorry to answer Replay Reel. Don't even think about it, dude. You play Drake May next.
Well, I'm not going to go that crazy. And we're talking DFS a little bit different than seasonal. I mean, the difference between them is what, 2,000 in DFS price or even more, or close to that.
In seasonal league, I'd rather lose with Drake May in my lineup.
Yeah, don't try to be too cute.
Yeah. All right, so you're staying away from Lamar. I get that. Daniel Jones, any love for him?
There's some love for him because, they do have Jonathan Taylor. They're going to try to run on Kansas City. I don't know if they'll be able to. I don't know. I think Kansas City goes out to stop them and make Daniel Jones beat you. So I love this game stack. So I could see a Jones, rushing touchdown or something, but I like that total game stack. So
how would you stack it?
Well, I'm going to probably go with Rice Worthy, or maybe Rice Kelsey. I like Tyler Warren in this game because the good tight ends do well against Kansas City. I probably will stay away from Pittman the most, but I do like Pierce. I like a little bit of Downs. I like Warren.
I don't like Pittman at all.
No.
Pierce is interesting. Can Kansas City be beaten deep?
Maybe.
I think I like Josh Downs a little bit.
I don't think they faced a team with this type of versatility on offense. I mean, the Colts are very versatile.
They are, but have you ever seen Pierce catch a 5-yard pass? It's always like a 40-yarder deep downfield.
Yeah, but he's been getting more involved in those intermediate ones as well lately too. His numbers have been a lot better, but I think I would prefer Warren.
Yeah, I like Downs and Warren, I think. All
Downs,
right.
Warren.
Let's get to the running backs. You mentioned Jonathan Taylor. $10,000, $1,500 more than Bijan Robinson. But he's probably going to be lower owned because of it. Are you playing JT?
No, not unless you're a volume player. If you're playing 20 lineups, I'd have him in one.
Is Emmanuel Wilson a free square?
No. Minnesota's going to he's 5,300. He's not a free square against the Vikings because, one, Green Bay's best offensive lineman's out. Minnesota's coming back totally healthy defensively. Now, I'm not saying the Vikings are going to win the game. I'm saying that Green Bay's offensive line is not going to push Minnesota's front around. Not at all.
Would you play Emmanuel Wilson in a seasonal league and feel good about it?
No. I don't feel good about it at all. I think Green Bay is going to have to pass the football.
I do too. I don't hate Jordan Love this week. I don't hate Love, and I like our boy Christian Watson. I like Romeo Doubs dropped at least 4 passes last week. Trevor,
yeah,
right in his hands.
Very good. It was I was at the Viking game, so they were showing some highlights from the game. They were Jaden Reed I heard he was practicing now. I didn't look at the practice reports today, but he might be back as well.
But
not been cleared.
Yeah, not ready to practice yet. Not cleared.
No, so he probably won't play. So I do like Watson again.
I do too. All right. Are you in on Bijan Robinson again against New Orleans?
No, probably not. I want to be so bad, but we look at the situation that they were in a few weeks back where they're playing Miami. Miami had been run over like a truck against like 2 or 3 teams in a row. London was out. Cousins was in and we thought, this is a great time for Bijan. Well, they were able to stop it because they knew where the ball was going. But you could see the pathway.
I am thinking I'm off Bijan. I'm off Barkley. Don't laugh. I may be off Travion Henderson if Stevenson is back. I won't play him if Stevenson is playing, Trevor.
Well, Stevenson's playing, but I'm still playing Henderson. I get it. Yeah, I get it. You think I know it's hard to trust Vrabel. Is Stevenson going to be the starter?
I don't think so, but he's going to get every short yardage play. He's going to get every short.
Yeah, but Henderson.
Imagine he's Montgomery.
Yeah, but Henderson's going to score from 20 yards out.
Well, he could. I mean, I don't hate Henderson, but I just don't see me clicking that button. What about Chase Brown? Is Chase Brown worth it again? But New England's got a pretty good run defense, and he's going to be so highly owned. What do you think?
He's going to have to do it in pass catching, and Joe Burrow's most likely going to be back.
And Joe Burrow did not even look his way the last time.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but they got nobody else to throw the ball to. I think T. Higgins is going to see a lot of coverage, so it's going to, they're going to have to use him in pass catching. And New England gives up receiving receptions to the backs. They're going to have to use them.
Can I give you a crazy running back who I'm thinking of playing?
Aaron Jones.
No, that's crazy. But I like the revenge narrative. What if I told you Alvin Kamara?
Yeah, I like Alvin Kamara this week. This is the first time you've heard me say that in, a year and a half.
I like him a lot.
You got to like him against Atlanta because Atlanta's wilting and they're ready to just die if they haven't died already.
Right, they're dead.
So Kamara's, he looked a lot better in his last game out. They're coming off the bye. They got Sloth, the quarterback. How do you pronounce his name again?
Oh, Shuck.
Shuck's the quarterback. So, I like him a little bit more than I usually do. I kind of like Aaron Jones this week too against Green Bay. You look at the Giants last week; they ran all over Green Bay. Minnesota's got their center back this week. He's wearing that crazy whatever that helmet. They think the concussion.
Yeah.
So this is the first time the Vikings have all 5 of their starting offensive linemen playing.
That's big. That's huge because that offensive line was supposed to be a lot better this year.
I want to be a homer. I do think that the Packers are favored by 6.5 in this game. That seems pretty lofty. Pretty lofty in this one.
I don't like that at all. That seems high.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a guy that Justin had on his sheet last week. Is Travis Etienne a good start this week?
He could be. I just don't like the toot and split. I mean,
Tootin has a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, I see that if he's not playing, I see he was limited in practice though. He was not out.
It's Wednesday. I'm limited in practice. You know what I'm saying?
Well, exactly. That's why I think he's going to play because, if you think if he's going to be out, I do like Etienne. Etienne should have a good game.
Etienne should have a good game. I'm in right now on Derrick Henry and Kamara as my 2 guys.
Yeah, I'm probably going to throw Gibson a lot of lineups as well. Yeah. I'm going to use Aaron Jones. I'm going to use Kenneth Walker.
There's no way I'm playing Kenneth Walker, not because he's not good, but Tennessee has a decent run defense, and Sam Darnold really was bad last week. Maybe Sam, they let him air it out a little bit.
Well, they're favored by 2 touchdowns, and they'll run the ball the entire second half of it. They have to, but yeah, I can see that. Who else did I have? I like Montgomery a little bit. Can you trust him?
I love Montgomery is a lock button for me on FanDuel this week. Lock button.
He should score. I mean, that should be.
What about Kareem? What about Kareem Hunt? Do you think Pacheco's out again? No, Pacheco looks like he's playing.
I think Pacheco's back. I didn't see an injury designation on Pacheco, but
Would you play Pacheco?
No.
Yeah, I know.
I don't really have any interest in Kansas City running backs. I don't think they can. They split it for one. If they're all healthy, they split it up too much, and they're not that effective anyway.
All right, let's get to wide receivers because I want to spend my money there, Trevor.
You do.
I'm going to avoid JSN, not because he's not good, but because they're going to win this game by a ton. Amon-Ra St. Brown was underwhelming, but the Giants play man coverage. Jameson Williams, it smells like a Jameson Williams week if I've ever smelled one in my life.
Yeah, I like him.
Brown was underutilized last week. Does Dan Campbell get him more involved?
Yeah, I think they'll get both of them involved. I think it's going to be all systems go. And I'm looking for a 30 to 40 point game by the Lions here. So I think you can fire them all up.
Are you going to play St. Brown liberally?
Yeah, I'm going to play him liberally. Yeah, I think he's good for 70 catches and a touchdown.
I do too. Would you onslaught that game with like Jameson and St. Brown and Montgomery?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, that was what you needed to win last week with the Cardinals. I mean, if you played all the receivers and the tight end and the quarterback, you did pretty well. So yeah, you can look at Detroit that way.
I think the one guy who I'm locking into every lineup is Rashee Rice. I can't imagine a lineup without him.
That's the guy I love, Rashee Rice. He's my guy that I put like 3 stars by when I got him. I don't think the Colts have any shot at covering this guy at all in this game. So I really like him. And, I know I had Worthy last week and he kind of underdid it, but he was wide open on a long bomb and Mahomes missed him. So, and this is a better matchup. So I think you can use both in a lineup just to be different.
Look, it is a different lineup. I mean, I like where you're going with that. I know that I'm playing Rice. Now, Justin Jefferson, no thank you. T. Higgins, I think you're right. I think they're going to double cover T. Higgins. So does this mean Yoshevich is interesting to you?
Sure. Yeah, Yoshevich is interesting. You know a guy I really like this week, too, that might be is going to be in a ton of my lineups? It's going to be A.J. Brown. He's under 6,000.
Love him.
And, they gave him 11 targets. He's been complaining. Everybody's complaining in Philadelphia about the offense. I think, we've seen the situation before when they came to Minnesota in a dome stadium. They really lit it up. So, and Dallas is a lot better against the run. So I see a lot of passing for the Eagles.
So here's what I noticed last week. When they went deep, they were actually throwing it to Devonta Smith. They were trying to get A.J. Brown on these slant patterns, but they were going deep to Devonta Smith. I kind of think Devonta Smith is sneaky too.
Oh, yeah. I like both receivers. You're going to see a lot of lineups from me that have Chiefs receivers, Lions receivers. Who are we talking about? Chiefs, Lions, and Eagles receivers. I'm going to be mixing and matching a ton of them and adding some Colts receivers as well because they're going to be throwing the football. I know Kansas City's got a good defense, but they can't cover them all. Somebody's going to emerge. And then I got to go back to, I don't want to think that we're chasing points, but Marvin Harrison's out again.
I know. But I will not play it only on principle alone because I don't see. So look, the last 2 weeks, Arizona was behind by literally 25 points at halftime. So Brissett was throwing, and then the running game was such crap that he had to throw. Do you think Jacksonville's offense is going to be up by 20 points at halftime? Because I don't see it.
No, but I get that, but. Wilson's so cheaply priced. I don't expect him to get 36 fantasy points again, but I expect him to get 18 to 20, 15 to 20.
Yeah, but
15 else to throw the ball to.
Okay, I'm with you on 15. I'm not buying it at 30% owned.
Well, he hit his price. You can just fit so much more in your lineup. That's the key. I mean, who at his price? You like Worthy would be the pivot. Watson Could be a pivot.
I don't think I need to pivot. Actually, well, look, here's an interesting one for you. Cincinnati, if we go with the whole premise of that they're good against number ones, does that take Stephon Diggs out and make Mac Hollins or Douglas somebody or Hunter Henry more interesting?
Well, I like Hunter Henry at tight end. Yeah, definitely. I like him. Here's another guy. Now, I don't know if Brian Thomas Jr. is going to play this week. If not, I see that Jacoby Myers and Trevor Lawrence are starting to build a connection here. I like Jacoby Myers in this game, but if Brian Thomas is there, I don't know if I like him as much.
I don't think I need to get cute this week. I think there's enough receivers from Rashee Rice to Devonta Smith that I can find 4 of those guys, Trevor.
I understand that, but then what are you doing at running back? Like if I'm playing,
I'm going to go cheap. I'm going to go Kamara and maybe Montgomery. I'll go cheap.
Yeah, see, now if I've got some lineups where I want Gibbs in, because I have to have some lineups with Gibbs because he can score 30+ points. So in those lineups, I gotta find a cheaper wide receiver. But
all right,
yeah,
so let me see.
I understand it.
Cheaper. All right, let me just give you something totally insane. Okay, really, like this is
Hodgins.
Hodgins is a great one. He's a great choice because he's a big body. And Detroit can't stop the pass. I think he's interesting.
I don't know if Slayton's out. As if Slayton's out.
I assume Slayton's out. Here's another one. What if Shedeur Sanders actually can throw to a wide receiver?
Judy. Tillman.
Yeah. Judy or Tillman.
Well, because people look at that game and they're so negative on Shedeur Sanders. Well, I'll tell you this. He looked like he had pocket awareness. He was under a ton of pressure. And he'll chuck the ball. I mean, he's throwing it down there. He just missed on that touchdown to, I forget who was in the end zone down there. Was it Judy or Tillman? They just missed. I mean, it was so close.
Look, here's his big problem. One, he's patting the ball before he throws it. That's a bad tell. Got to get rid of that. Secondly, he's going to get intercepted twice and he's going to get sacked 3 times. Guaranteed. But look, he could pull a Jameis Winston and throw for 320 yards.
That's what I'm comparing him to, is maybe he'll do a Winston in this game.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be afraid to throw the ball down the field. No. And I heard they weren't even giving him reps in practice.
They weren't. So to me, he's got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Look, I run 3 lineups. I could absolutely put him as one of my 3 and the ones that I want Gibbs in.
Right.
All right.
Just throwing it out there.
At tight end, you said Hunter Henry. I say Hunter Henry. Are we going up to Trey McBride at 6,800?
I think if you play 3 lineups, you better have him in 1 because he's just that good with Brissett. And he's been unstoppable. I mean, he's been in the million maker lineups for 4 weeks in a row.
He has. That's true.
I mean, you can't argue with that. I mean, it's just. I do like Tyler Warren because Kansas City, every time they played a good tight end, they've not been able to cover him. They can cover bad tight ends, but the good tight ends, not so much. I'm not going to really play Bowers. I really don't want no part of Las Vegas against the Browns defense in this game. Kelsey looks good too. Kelsey looked like he got back 5 years last week.
Kelsey's a great choice. McBride is a great choice. But Hunter Henry just seems to be the obvious choice.
Henry seems really good, and if you want to be gross, T.J. Hawkinson. They started using Hawkinson more down the middle against Chicago late last week, and to beat Green Bay, that's what they got to do. But knowing my head coach, he won't do it.
So, what if I gave you the grossest play, 2 gross plays? Ready?
At tight end?
Yes, 2 gross plays. Gross play.
Brock Wright?
No, that's gross, but no. Mason Taylor, because Tyrod Taylor actually knows how to throw a football.
Yeah.
Can you buy into that?
Yeah, it crossed my mind. I mean, I like Mason Taylor is a very talented tight end. He would be. I would trade T.J. Hawkinson for him right now today.
Oh, yeah. Now,
I would love him in Minnesota. So,
what about Darnell Washington against Chicago?
Who's going to start at quarterback there?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he likes Washington. I like I think they should use him more. I like watching him rumbling down the field and throwing people around. Nobody wants to tackle.
Dude, he's 311 pounds.
I would just throw him a 2-yard pass and let's watch him go. We used to do that back in high school. We let our big offensive lineman, we'd run the fumble rooski and watch the safeties try to tackle him.
He's 311 pounds.
What do you think about now? I don't want to get back to the wide receivers real quick. What do you think of DK Metcalf? He's at 5,300, but geez, Rodgers doesn't seem to want to throw to him. But I mean, at 5,300, this guy could break the slate eventually. I think I have to play him in a lineup or two.
All right, listen. When you watch George Pickens, do you ask yourself, why did Pittsburgh get rid of that guy and bring in DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
Pickens is way better. Way better.
Yeah.
What about Kyle Pitts or Darnell Mooney?
I know. Well, they got to throw it to somebody there. Mooney looked like he got a step back. I remember last week I said he looks like he's lost a step. He looked pretty.
You look good.
Pretty mobile last week. I don't think inaccuracy in passing was good. Pitts really let everybody down last week, didn't he? I mean, they didn't even. I don't know if it was more him or what the coverage was rolling. I rewatched the game, and it just looked like I don't know.
What about Dallas Goedert?
Yeah, I like Goddard too. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can go. I do like Goddard in this game because, like I said, they're going to have to throw the football a lot against Dallas. I wonder how Dallas is going to do against that Philly defense. Nobody's really done well against the Philly defense, but it is indoors. I still think if Minnesota had a competent quarterback, they would have beat Philly. But I don't know. Yeah, I think Philly's going to try to get right with that passing game this week, just because that's just the way the matchup is. If you want to beat the Cowboys, you got to throw it.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I like the Hurts double stack, whether it's with A.J. Brown and Smith or Smith and Goddard. I like something.
Hey, if you would have had that stack against Minnesota, both receivers went off, and so did Hurts.
Are you paying up for the Seattle defense, or are you going to pay for Vegas, or are you going to go down to, Cleveland?
I'm probably going to play quite a bit of Cleveland because Geno Smith's awful.
Would you play Detroit's defense? But they seem to be, if I'm going to pay Detroit, I might as well just play Vegas or Seattle.
Right. Well, yeah. I like Seattle's defense. I kind of like the Vikings defense a little bit too at 2,500.
Sneaky. It's good. I like that one. All right, let's do a lineup, Trevor. Who's our starting quarterback? Is it Mahomes? Is it Hurts? Is it Goff?
I think Mahomes is the safest choice, but because I know we're going to put Rashee Rice in this.
We are.
So we both love Rice.
All right, so you want to go Mahomes and Rice?
Yeah, I think.
All right, let's get Mahomes and Rice. Are we getting Hunter Henry in?
Yeah, we better do Henry.
Okay, so Mahomes, Rice, Henry locked in. Give me running backs. Do you want Gibbs? I want Kamara.
Yeah, we can do Kamara.
You want Gibbs?
He's got a questionable tag now, too. What's going on with him?
Who?
Injured his ankle during October 8th.
Yeah, easy. Don't.
I don't know why
do you want Gibbs? You want Derrick Henry?
I think Henry at his price.
Okay. All right, we need 2 more receivers and a flex.
I think we got to go JMO, don't you? We have to have somebody from Detroit in this lineup.
I totally agree. Do you want JMO and? Well, let's get a cheap defense. Let's get Cleveland in, which is cheap. So now we have 2 more spots. Do you want Gibbs? Do you want St. Brown?
If we have do we have Jameson in there?
Yeah,
I don't know. There's no way we can get St. Brown in there, is there? No.
Well, let's see. No way.
You can't get either of them.
Do you want to take Henry out and put Gibbs in?
If we take Henry out and put Gibbs in, that's fine. But we got 2.
Or do you want to leave Henry in?
I want to leave Henry in. At home, he's gonna run for 150 yards. Everybody's waiting for this Henry. Henry's going to be a league winner coming up here. He's got the Bengals twice coming up.
Do you want David Montgomery as a flex, or is that too risky because we need a receiver?
What What receiver are we looking at here?
Do you want AJ Brown?
AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown is a pretty good choice.
All right, so we have $4,000 now for a flex. Is that Michael Wilson range?
Michael Wilson's priced up a little bit.
Ooh, he's 4,800.
You'd have to go down to the Viking defense and try to get. You still couldn't get him in there. Where's Dortch at this week? You still like Dortch or no?
I do like Dortch.
He's at 40.
Would you run Dallas? Would you run Dallas Goedert in?
Yeah, we can run Goddard.
Do you want Yoshivas?
Oh, Yosivas, yeah.
Okay.
We can run Yosivas.
So then I got to get rid of Hunter Henry or Cleveland.
Well, you get rid of Hunter Henry, would that leave you at 3,800? I mean, do you like Andrews in the game? Can you live with Andrews? Can you live with Loveland? Do you like Mason Taylor? There's T.J. Hawkinson.
I like Hunter Henry.
You like Hunter Henry? So then we could go off Cleveland. In Cleveland,
all right, so we get off Cleveland, right? So we get off Cleveland. We get Yoshivas in there, right?
I mean, to me, the only defenses really left to play would be Pittsburgh or Minnesota.
Do you like New Orleans against Kirk Cousins? Pittsburgh against Caleb?
Can New Orleans cause the turnovers? Can they get the sacks?
I like Pittsburgh. I can live with Pittsburgh.
I like Pittsburgh too.
But do we love Yoshivas enough, or is that weak?
I don't know if I love him enough.
All right, so you have 4,100.
Do you like him?
Who?
These are tough to make. I like A.J. Brown. I like Jameson Williams. What about, is there a different running back we can go off of from Henry? Just looking. You don't like Travion.
I mean, I like Travion if you want him. Do you want Judkins? Do you want Quinshon Judkins against Las Vegas? Do you want ETN?
I don't know. I don't know if I trust ETN if Tootin's going to play.
Do you want Travion in for now?
I know everybody's crapping on the Cardinal defense, but they did play well against Dallas a couple of weeks ago, and it just seems like the mean is.
Do you want Aaron Jones?
Yeah, we go Aaron Jones.
Okay, so now you got $6,000.
And we can still keep Cleveland defense.
Yes, I'll get Cleveland back. So now you got.
Well, then we can go Devonta Smith, ETN. I feel if you go Devonta Smith, then you have to change your quarterback.
Do you want to go to Hurts?
I mean, if you're going to double stack it, you got pretty much have to go to Hurts, don't you?
I don't think I want to get rid of Mahomes. Do you?
Probably not. Yeah, that seems pretty. Well, we still have Rice in there.
So we have 5,900. Do you want Devonta? He's like the best guy.
Devonta or ETN?
ETN. All right. So does ETN catch? Will he catch enough passes?
I think I like ETN just because he's had 3 weeks of 15-plus fantasy points, and I think that'll continue against Arizona.
Do you wish you had Josh Downs or Tyler Warren in this lineup?
What is Tyler Warren's price?
I could be into Tyler Warren.
Well, Tyler Warren might be
55.
the way to go.
Yeah. Get rid of Hunter. Do you want to keep Hunter Henry or get rid of Hunter Henry?
We'll get rid of Hunter Henry and we'll go back to the flex now.
Yeah, exactly. So we got
so
Tyler
now we have
Warren
4,300. Who do you like more? Do you like Dortch, Yosivas, or Henry?
Or Goddard?
Or Goddard. But then we're running 3. No, we're back down to 1 Eagle.
Yeah. 2 Eagles.
I'm looking at 1.
We have AJ Brown.
Yep.
So if we added Goddard, you'd have 2.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking we already had 2 with Devonta Smith, but we threw him out. So, yeah. So do you like Dortch? Do you like Goddard?
I like Goddard. Don't you?
You like Goddard over Dortch? I'm impartial.
I like Dortch. How much is Dortch?
Dorsch is 4,300.
He's interesting. All right, so let's go. Do you like Kyle Pitts?
No.
Me either. Do you like Mac Hollins or Jerry Jeudy?
Well, Judy's very interesting, isn't he?
He is.
I think I like Judy has the most upside.
All right, so I'll put Judy's name in for now. Okay, so we have Mahomes, Aaron Jones, Kamara, but we could go up to ETN instead of Aaron Jones if you want.
I think we should do that. I don't know if Jones will have that boom game. The only thing I don't like about this is that I don't know if we have enough guys that can hit that 30-point plateau. Maybe Rice could do it.
Well, we have Mahomes, Kamara, ETN, Rice, Jameson Williams, AJ Brown. I think it's our mistake is the Mahomes. I think you're right. Can I tell you where I would do to get the explosion? Maybe we're better off with Jalen Hurts and then taking out somebody and getting Devonta in there.
Well, then you have
back to Hunter Henry.
You could go to Devonta Smith.
Yes. And then getting Devonta Smith. So ready? Your Hurts, Kamara, ETN, Rice, Jameson Williams, AJ Brown, Hunter Henry, Devonta Smith in Cleveland.
Yeah. We don't have a Dallas Cowboy coming back, but that's okay.
Do you want one? Do you want Javonte?
No. I think we need to have Rice in there for sure. We'd have to replace a guy like Rice to bring a Cowboy back. And the Cowboys, the Eagles are a really good defense, and I don't think that Lamb and Pickens are pretty much neck and neck in what they're getting for volume of late. So
we forgot Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't play Jacoby Myers because I don't trust Trevor. I like this because if you're right, and I think you are, that Dallas with Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams, hard to run on them, but you can throw. And Jalen Hurts has taken a lot of crap for not throwing the football.
Yeah.
But my question is, would I rather be Devonta and Henry, or would I rather be Goddard and a wide receiver for 5,600 like DK Metcalf or Alec Pierce?
You could go Goddard, and you could get – if you go Goddard, you can get Henry in there over ETN.
Oh, which Derrick Henry?
If you took ETN out, let's say you put Henry in there.
Yeah, but
I'm
all in.
Goddard in for Devonta Smith.
No, here we go.
Doesn't that look a little better?
Hurts, Henry, Kamara, Rice, AJ Brown, Jameson Williams, Goddard, Hunter Henry in Cleveland. I love it.
That looks better than the lineup we had.
That's pretty darn good.
I always say this. I'm going to try to make all my lineups by hand this week because I usually get to about 15 and quit, and then just have DFS here to make the rest of them. But I'm going to try to will myself through a ton of lineups. And then once I get my best ones, maybe I'll try to post them all on Discord, and I'll text them to you. And
I like this one though, Trevor. This one's got This one's interesting to me because I think you've got the Jameson and Rice and AJ Brown boom, and then you've got the both Henrys who I think can score touchdowns. I think you could be looking at 3 to 4 touchdowns from those two Henrys.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I had made a lineup. I had made a lineup with Shedeur in it too.
Ooh, that's interesting too.
Well, I had made it. You want to hear it or no?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see what it was here. This was just the first one I just put together. I had Shedeur, Gibbs, Henry, Brown, St. Brown, Worthy, Warren, Hawkinson, Vikings.
Sanders, Gibbs, Henry, Brown, St. Brown,
Worthy, Warren, Hawkinson, Vikings.
I think I just got nauseous with Hawkinson and the Vikings, but the rest I like.
Well, I just threw it together.
But you know what? See, look at who's winning the million. The cheap quarterbacks. Sanders, when you start Sanders, Gibbs, Henry, Brown, and St. Brown, and Tyler Warren, you're onto something.
Well, especially if you do get that big boom from Shedeur Sanders. Now, I'm not going to play him, and like when we do the Saturday night lineup, when we do the single entry, low, 300 max people in it, I'm not going to have him in those lineups. Shedeur Sanders is a GPP play because there's so much bust available. There's so much bust chance in it.
Do you like Chris Olave at all?
I do.
So what if we paired on a different lineup, Shuck with Olave?
Yeah, we could try it.
That's like what, 11,000, and then you're getting whatever else you want.
Yeah.
All right, let's see real quick before we get out of here.
Oh, we're going to do another lineup. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. So if we go Shuck and we get Olave in there, you want Gibbs and Henry?
Well,
who do you want?
Well, that's who I'm starting with, but we can get off of that.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not getting off Derrick Henry. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fine. My other lineup, I didn't have Rice in there.
All right, so let's get Rice in there. Do you want Jameson or do you want AJ Brown or both?
Well, I think AJ Brown is the better play, don't you?
Yeah. Do you want Hunter Henry or Tyler Warren?
We can go to Henry.
Okay. So Cleveland.
Oh, we forgot to put we have to put a lobby in.
I have him in.
That
so
leaves it with 2,900.
So we have Shuck, Henry. We need a running back and a flex.
Oh, I had Gibbs, but we can take out Gibbs, and we didn't put Travion in.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. So we've got 4,500 at a flex.
What defense are we using?
I have
Browns
Cleveland.
again?
I have Cleveland.
Okay, so then we got 4,500. So that leaves you with a Downs player, but you can play. You can get Dortch, Yosavash.
So I'll just throw Downs in for now. So we have Shuck, Henry, Travion, Olave, Rice, Brown, Henry, Downs, Cleveland. I don't like that as much.
No, I don't either. But sometimes you have to be uncomfortable.
That's true. What about Sanders and Judy? That makes me really nauseous.
Sanders and Judy?
Yeah.
I think Sanders and Judy might be as good as Olave and.
I know. So if you're Sanders and Judy and we get off Travion, you get a cheap defense in there. Who's your favorite cheap defense? Let's say Pittsburgh for argument's sake. 7,400. Oh, man. I want to get Gibbs in there. Get rid of Olave because Olave stinks. All right, Trevor, ready? Give me 1 second. 1 second, and then we'll see what we can do here. Ready? Sanders, Henry Gibbs, Rashee Rice, AJ Brown, Jerry Judy, Hunter Henry, Pittsburgh. You have 5,500. That gets you Tyler Warren if you like him.
Yeah.
So Sanders, Henry Gibbs, Rice, AJ Brown, Judy, Warren, Henry, Pittsburgh. Yay or nay?
I like it. Pittsburgh's going to try to put a lot of pressure on Jameson Williams. Is Chicago going to be able to run the ball down Pittsburgh's throat is what I wonder because they're up. So.
I think I like our first lineup best because Jalen Hurts can throw for 2 touchdowns and do 2 tush pushes, and he could be this week's Josh Allen.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the first lineup the best.
Yeah.
But, you're just throwing it out there to show what type of combinations you can get with when you're playing a guy like Shuck or Shedeur Sanders. I mean, you can get a lot more big-time boom players in there. And you really hope – I think the thing about Shuck, I think, I don't think he's going to score more than 20 fantasy points. I don't know if Shedeur Sanders will either. It'll be tough for him to get there. But there's that chance because the Raiders' defense blows.
Well, look, Shedeur doesn't run. So you're looking at if he goes 240 and 2, right? you're looking at 20 points.
Yeah.
But he could have 2 interceptions, so now it's 18 points. It's not great. It's not life-changing.
Yeah.
So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ruminate on this. Trevor and I are going to look at this. We're going to Discord it up in drroto.com. We are going to talk about it on Friday Night Lights. We're going to talk about it on Any Given Entry. We're going to talk about it on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. By the way, enter promo code PLAYOFFS. You get 5 free days over at drroto.com, okay? For our all-access monthly package, 5 free days, promo code PLAYOFFS. You get Trevor's info basically for free. You good with that?
Yeah, and I had Robinson, Allen in the article last Saturday.
You did. And then you come to Discord on Sunday morning and you listen to the Discord show and you get lock bets. So, I mean, it's totally worth it. At least that's what I think. I'm biased, I think, Trevor. Who knows?
Well, I am too, but I think we got to. I used to be a guy that bought a lot of products back in the day, and here I am giving out products or helping with the products. I think we have one of the best products out there.
I do too. I mean, we have people who really care. We have people who win. We have people who answer questions. So please check it out. Enter the promo code PLAYOFFS. Stay with us for 5 days, and if you like it, stick around for more. All right. From my man Trevor Hillstrom, this is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.